sit for an hour and listen about life stories or examples from people's lives, compassions. Maybe they're taught some kind of, I don't know, a class to teach them compassion and how to be smart, how to deal with situations, stuff like that, create scenarios, like, and then if they do that, they'll get rewarded. Like, they'll get to go to this place and given money, and they can just run around the circus or some shit with all this money. Like, you have to create incentives for people that want to do things while they're learning. I fucking hated school. I didn't learn anything. I learned typing. That's it. I think we were evolved enough to, like, everybody's out there bickering about God. We just need to overthrow the thought of God. And you're free to keep it in the back of your mind. It's a good thing. You got to remember, religion wasn't made. Religion was man-made. 100%. It's a fact. I mean, if you're a historian, you know this. But people aren't as smart as that. I'm not as smart as that. But, like, they had to throw some good shit in there. You can't control the masses of people who become smarter and smarter by just taking their money, making all these rules without showing some kind of good faith. So they threw in little stories, Noah and the Ark, and fucking Judah and the whale, and fucking Cain and Abel and their son, and blah, blah, blah. It's all bullshit, man. You teach good lessons regardless. You don't need fucking religions for that. I like churches. I go to... all my friends are fucking super religious. They learned the good things from church. Everybody... sometimes they learn good things from church. But there's people that justify that to do whatever they want in their actions and be forgiven because of the church shit, and they're not really taught everything in life. You have to learn it on your own or learn it from others. A criminal has guns and you're afraid of that, and that's the only fucking argument anybody could come up with. Oh, if they take my gun, then the criminal's going to have a gun. Why does that criminal have a gun? All the valet jobs I've ever had, none of the gangbangers had guns. None. You know where they stole all their guns from? Countless gangbangers would steal guns from the cars of the white men. The nerdy little white men going in the casino blowing out thousands of dollars. They don't need fucking guns. They would steal their guns from the cars. Well, all you gotta do is write a form saying, oh, I didn't do it. And they still have their job, and there's no surveillance. That's where gangbangers get guns. From us. Liking our guns. I've seen it 100 fucking times. Just at a couple jobs. A gun is a split decision, man. You know, a knife, let's say a crazy fucking wife, like, stabs her husband. Okay. Maybe she'll calm down in those seconds and pull the knife out and see the sight of blood and be like, oh, I'm sorry, honey. Or maybe the guy will defend himself and punch her in the face, and maybe she'll just do like a year in jail or some shit. I don't know. She'll move on with her life. Like a gun, kill somebody, they're dead. Like that, what's that, Pretorius guy or whatever? The dude had a loaded gun, let's put it that way. Always toting it around. Maybe he didn't purposely kill his woman, but he was still a crazy gun dude, all into guns. Had a loaded gun under his bed and fucking hobbled over to the fucking bathroom and shot the girl up. It's an itchy trigger finger. I have this friend. He's a good friend, but like he was the nicest guy, man. But like he was caught up in what society. I haven't seen him in so long. I haven't seen... he's just always caught up in what society... He doesn't think for himself. He's even in a good position now, but I think he's getting back into, like, bad things. But, like, he, like, has no hope. He just thinks, oh, everything's bad, and I'm just going to keep doing this thing, and I'm not going to live anyways, so... Even though maybe he has children or something like that. Like... He's just always worried about society and what they think. And my message to him, if he could figure this out, I haven't seen him in so long, but like, who cares what society thinks? Who cares what some fucking grunts, some fucking buff dudes at the fucking bars or some shit, or in society, what they say? Who gives a fuck? Dude, I guess you're gonna have to wait until I get into UFC to understand. But like, things aren't always what they seem. Like, if you have the confidence, like Dr. Martin Luther King said, like your character is what makes you. Like, everybody, let's give the bars for example, all these buff dudes in ripped shirts in bars, so what? They're monsters. They could never, like, defeat me in a physical altercation. But they would never know that, because they're never going to see that. I'm the nicest guy on the planet. But I'm just saying, if World War Z came or some shit. But just because, let's say, a young crowd, you're a hipster or something, people treat you bad and you change your style, I don't know, just be an individual, man. Do what you want. Like, I wear pink shoelaces, and I wear fucking horror movie shirts. I do what I want. Like, everybody's the same. Why do you want to be like them? Like, let's say dudes in the bars are all, like, tough and shit. They're not tough, man. Everybody's acting tough because every other person's acting tough, and it's a big competition. You want to prove something to yourself? Get in a sport or something and be an individual and accomplish something that way. But, like, even sports and shit, softball, you know how many fucking tournaments I won and shit? Like, not even trying.